Shall we talk a little more about Nibbāna? Because it's the term everyone just waits to attain. But what about very daily life? Just simple question whether it's the understanding of Nibbāna or not. For example, is there so many moments of akusala from moment to moment?
Yes.
Should it be ended or added?
It's never ending.
Akusala, attachment to everything seen, heard, and so on in life, almost each moment. Should it be more or should it be less? And should it be eradicated, never to arise again? Otherwise, why the word Nibbāna can be known? What does it mean?
Mm.
The end of akusala and akusala, no more conditions for whatever arise.
Mm-hmm.
It then just arise and falls away and never arise again, on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
That's why understand the truth of life and begin to see the danger of ignorance and attachment, the cause of the whole life in samsara. As long as it's there, there must be life. Keep on seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, thinking, all in a day, no matter what life, what kind of plane life is there. There must be seeing, hearing again and again. No understanding, no end at all. So understanding that whatever arises is not permanent, and there are many conditions for the unpleasant life, because people just expect to have the pleasant life, but no one can have whatever they want at all. All are dhammas, not anyone. Ignorance, taking what is there as I and something in life from birth to the end to death. Shall it be ended? No more arising of that which no one can stop the way it is. So begin to understand what is meant by Nibbāna, because Nibbāna is kilesa Nibbāna. No more arising of kilesa. But not just want it to be, but understand what conditioned life to keep on, go on, arising and falling away. And without the conditions, it has to be ended. No more at all. That's why what is meant by Nibbāna is the end of akusala, and finally, the end of anything conditioned to arise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So instead of trying to have Nibbāna, to experience it by sitting and concentrating, but it's the end of ignorance and attachment to what is there in life. Begin to understand Nibbāna. Otherwise, what is meant by Nibbāna? What is the most precious moment in life? The understanding of the truth that whatever arises is conditioned, not permanent at all. No one can change it where it is, because nothing can be taken to be something permanent as atta, something, or I at all. So learn to understand life little by little. It conditions the moment of seeing the danger of that. Each moment condition arising and falling away, never to return at all. So now the glimpse of what Nibbāna is, the end of akusala, unwholesome realities, attachment, aversion, ignorance, ego, conceit, and so on.
Yeah.
So beginning to see that when nothing arises, no pain, no dukkha at all. So we can talk about the truth of what is there. It can be learned to see its danger, the danger of akusala, all kinds of akusala, and also the danger of kusala, because as long as it is the cause, as wholesome cause, it conditions the whole result. But what about the number of unwholesome reality accumulated? See, that's why just learn to be truthful to the truth. Only right understanding, clear understanding, stage by stage, can condition moment of letting go, ignorance and attachment, because from hearing it's so true, but it does not appear as it is. So there must be the moment when it's developed to the degree that it is not just thinking about seeing, it's not permanent. There are how many cetasikas arising with seeing, that is thinking. But the nature of seeing does not appear. If we keep on, just remember the number of the citta or cetasika or rūpa. But now the characteristic of the word, the dhamma that Buddha said after his enlightenment, all dhammas, any realities, all dhammas, no matter what, is anatta. No one, no thing, it's there and then gone by condition. Nothing can arise without its proper condition at all. That's why we learn to understand the characteristic of what is there. When time comes, when there are Dhamma discussion, a little more understanding, a little more conditions to be moment of attending to the characteristic of what is there that we have learned. For example, seeing right now. It sees, it arises, it falls away. No thought about it. But learn about the truth that it's not permanent. And what are conditions for its arising and how many number of cetasika arising and so on. But the nature of that, which is that dhamma. So just from the one word dhamma, all are dhammas. But there are so many different kinds of dhamma. But the main category, the category of the reality which arises and experience the object is real. It's there, seeing sees. A reality which experience what is that which now appear. It experiences, it sees, it knows the object. And the other kind of the reality which arises and experience is not just seeing. Attachment is there. Attachment experience the same object as seeing because the attachment is a reality which experiences the object just like any kind of the reality which experiences the object in its own way, its own characteristic, its own function, its own manner. So even they arise together, they perform different functions. Citta is the chief of experiencing. Citta, what appears now as something, because the seeing sees it clearly. Otherwise, how can it be known? What is there? Is a very pale pink or very red, scarlet, and so on. Different level, different what appears by seeing, experiencing it. So it appears well. It means just the object. So it's the chief of experiencing the object, but not like understanding. It never understand anything because it's the only the reality which arises just to experience the object clearly, clearer than the other mental factors which experience the same object arising together, fall away together, but performs different function as different cetasikas. See, before there can be seeing the dance of the moment of non-stop arising and falling away from eons and eons and eons and go on non-stop to understand what's the use of just arise and falls away and never return, never to arise again. So useless to arise
Yeah.
from nothing and then something and nothing again.
Yeah.
That's why learn to understand the truth as it's just different kinds of reality conditioned to arise to be such and such, and then gone. No matter when, right now, it is as it is before, and on and on. So learn to understand the truth, and the understanding the truth of a reality performs its function. Understanding let go, ignorance and attachment. When it is developed to the degree that it can directly understanding the truth of this moment, what is there has arisen and gone. So what can be learned, what can be known, what can be directly understood is that which has arisen just right now. But no thought about it at all. That's why hearing about the truth, little by little, condition the moment of right path to understand, to realize the truth. Not just dream about Nibbāna. What is it? Just want to experience it. But what is it? It's the end of akusla and the end of conditioned reality in its higher stage. So now just begin not to forget what we are talking about is there right now, but no understanding of the truth yet, no attention to it, but the more understanding of the truth of what is there as seeing right now. At the time there is seeing, in a day, there must be seeing to be known. But if there is no understanding of it at all, how can it be known? That's why we talk about seeing, why we talk about thinking, why we talk about whatever is there in life, each moment, anything, any life, what is there. It can be learned that it's just there when it's there and then gone, never to be found, never to arise again. This is so true, and this is dhamma. And satya, the truth of life, is that what is conditioned to arise falls away instantly. All are dhammas, not just that which arises and falls away. Whatever is real is dhamma. It's real, but it's different. That's why there are different kinds of reality, citta, cetasika, and rūpa. Just understand, little by little. Nothing can be taken for something at all, even I, or anyone, or anything. So we learn about what is there any moment, to condition moment of understanding, to condition moment of begin to attend to the characteristic which is there. Otherwise, no condition to attend to the nature of what is there at all, when there's no right understanding of the truth of it. And this is the anatta. So we can talk about anything because it's there. Seeing, hearing, liking, disliking, taste, color, and so on. Accident or whatever, all are dhammas.